Good morning, guys. It is Sunday. We are 2 days into the official hurricane season 2019. Comes the question of how many will there be? Who knows? Anyway, but here in Southeast Michigan, it is 58, and quite possibly it could rain like hell has let out. Now, let's get into our stories. Our first one comes from our T. Clashes between Israeli police and Palestinian protesters as Jews allowed to enter the Al-Aqsa Mosque. What is in that mosque for them? Nothing. There is a Muslim holy site, not a Jewish holy site. Apparently it's gotten very brutal, and I do believe Tuesday ends Ramadan. So it's just what is in there that cannot wait until Wednesday for the Jews to go in. You gotta, stop think about this, because our next article is Israel bombs Syria after rockets fired at Golan Heights. Now remember, Golan Heights is in the eastern area on that border between Israel and Syria. Back in the mid to late 70s, there was a court that said part of it belongs to Syria, part of it belongs to Israel. It doesn't matter what Trump declares. He can declare Israel's all he wants. What matters is what international court says. That's what matters. Just like his sanctions, they don't matter. Nobody has to abide by them until they come through an international court or UN Security Committee. Then they have to be abided by. And that's all. Trump can sanction all he wants. It does not matter. Now, I'm going to share a little story with you I came across. India vows to uphold national interest amid rifts with U.S. over trade status. Imagine that. A leader putting their own country first. Surprise! Yeah, didn't see that one coming. It just makes it very clear that while India, they consider this country an ally, because they don't really have the military power that we have, so they don't have much of a choice, which doesn't really make them an ally. No, does it? You shouldn't be afraid of your allies. They should be trusted friends. Now, even as this little pissing contest Trump has declared with President Xi in China, India's looking out for their own best interests. And I don't blame them. Really, I don't. Now, moving on. Israeli Hardliners dreaming of war on Iran. They want a war on Iran. Why? What is in Iran so important, besides a bunch of head covers, that Israel wants it for themselves? Oil. There you go. That's it. That is what they want. They want the oil out of Syria and the east of the Euphrates on the border with Iraq. They want the oil out of Iran. So my warning to Saudi Arabia is they're going to come after your oil. And they're going to steal it if they have to. No matter what. This way, Israel can be the only oil producer in the Middle East. No competition is the best competition. Now, this situation with Iran has got Russia kind of on pins and needles here, something they're not used to. Russia rejected Iran's S-400 missile request amid Gulf tensions. This is coming out of Russia, okay? This is the, Moscow Times. Apparently they have rejected a purchase request. Now, there could be other reasons that they are declining that request. It could be that they cannot make them fast enough to fill their existing orders. Or maybe they just don't want to get sucked into a war for Israel. There's a possibility. Maybe they're going to look out for their own citizens? That's a crazy idea, Tracy. What the hell are you thinking? A country not coming to Israel's aid. Well, it's seriousness. I can see Russia's perspective, not feeding into the chaos by selling S-400s to Iran. Now, do I think they will live long in the future? Quite possibly. Of course, they may be holding out for more money. That's always a possibility, because these are politicians, after all, we're talking about. It could be that they're declining a sale today for a higher price tomorrow. It's greedy, and yet it's business-wise it makes sense. Don't sell something cheap today that you could sell for a higher price tomorrow. I can understand it. Because there's a lot of material they have to get and secure themselves to build these. I'm looking at one, and that thing looks like it takes a lot of heavy metal there to build them and assemble them. And then you guys show them how to use them. So that's instruction time. I'm going to stop there, because I got a presentation for a final project I got to do. And somebody over BitChute asked me to show the ice maker I reviewed it about a week or two ago. I gotta do that yet. But what do you think? You think Russia will end up selling the S-400 missile system to Iran for a higher price? Maybe? Or maybe they'll do it just to piss off Trump. To let him know, you don't tell us what to do. And basically tell Washington, D.C. to piss off. Their days of hegemony are over. Now, here's another question I'm going to pose to you. How many hurricanes do you think are going to be manufactured? Remember, a natural hurricane comes in, strikes, 72 hours, and is gone. Like that. It's done. It doesn't take a tour of the southeast. Like a tourist. They come in, they hit, they spin out, they burn out, they're done. How many do you think there'll be? I'm guessing about at least no less than 10, but no more than 15, because then it'll be obvious what's really going on if they do that. I will see you cats tomorrow for a missing child. See ya.